Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to class 6 again. So students, today we are going to do the revision of chapter number 13, construction. And this chapter is a very important regarding MCQs, true, false, fill the blanks, choose the best answer, whatever is going to be asked. This chapter is very important. Okay, so that's why I'm going to explain all the definitions here, right? So let's start the chapter, that is chapter number 13, construction. In this chapter, what you are going to do, you are going to learn how will you construct a circle and how will you construct a triangle. But before that, the main topic of this chapter is circle. Okay. Okay, what is a circle? The main topic of this chapter is circle. What is a circle, right? I have explained it in very detail. What is a circle? Basically, a set of points. How will you define a circle? A set of points. Okay, a set of points equidistant equidistant from a fixed point. Okay, from a fixed point. Now what is a fixed point? Just suppose this is a fixed point. Okay, and at this point you will make a set of points. You will make so many set of points. Just suppose I'm going to make one here, 1 point here, 1 point here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. But when these set of points, all these points are at the same distance from the from the center point. Just as suppose the distance between center point and this point is 3 centimeter. The distance between this point and this point is also 3 centimeter. The distance between this point and this point is also 3 centimeter. So when you have so many points and each point is at the same distance from the center point, so it will called a circle. Okay, these set of points. Okay, जब आप इन set of points को join कर लीजिए, so what it will make? It will make a circle. What it will become? It will make a circle, right? Meera Makar, what do you want to ask, Viti? Why you raise your hand? Hmm? Meera? Okay, this is called a circle. Okay, now next is the center. Now, what is a center? What is a center? Fixed point of the circle. The fixed point of a circle is called center of the circle. क्या कहलाएगा वो आपके पास? Center of the circle. Now what is that fixed point? This point. Okay, this point is basically called the center of the circle. ये क्या कहलाएगा आपके पास? It will called center of the circle, right? Another thing is diameter. Another thing is uh, no, not diameter. First I'm going to explain chord. Okay, first I'm going to explain chord. Now, what is chord of the circle? Just a minute. Okay, next topic is chord of the circle. Now, what is the chord of the circle? Now, look at here. This is a circle. Okay, this is a circle. This is the center point, and obviously you make how you make the circle by joining so many points. So if a line segment joining any 2 points of a circle, if a line segment that will join any 2 points of a circle, this is the line segment जो कि इस point को इस point से join कर रही है, and you can draw so many lines. Just suppose यहाँ पर आप एक line बना दें, so it will joining this point with this point. You can make another line here that join this point with this point. So this is the line segment that join any 2 points of a circle. So that line segment is basically called what? Chord. This line segment is basically called chord of the circle. So how will you define chord of the circle? A line segment joining any two points of a circle. Okay, a line segment joining any 2 points. कोई भी line segment हो that will join any 2 points of a circle. That line segment is called as a chord. वो क्या कहलाएगा? That line segment is called a chord. So here you have a line segment that join any 2 point of the circle. This is called chord of the circle. Okay, another one is diameter. Okay, what is a diameter? Now look at here. Here you have another figure of a circle. Okay, this is a circle. What is this one? This will be center. This will be the center of the circle. Okay, this is called the center of the circle. If a chord, okay, this is a chord. If this chord crosses the center of the circle, okay, ये line segment है that is joining 2 point of a circle, that's why it is a chord. But if this chord contains center of the circle, so this chord is now called as what? Diameter. It will called as diameter. Okay, just suppose I'm going to draw another chord, but this chord is crossing the center of the circle. Center से cross कर रहा है, so it is called a diameter. Similarly इधर this will also a diameter of the circle. Basically your diameter of the circle divided circle into two equal parts. ठीक है? Now how will you define diameter? A chord containing, okay, a chord containing what? Containing center of the circle. If you have any chord that contains center of the circle, that is called as a what? Diameter. It will be a diameter. This is a chord. Why it is a chord? Because it doesn't contain center of the circle, so this is simply a chord. But if this chord contains center of the circle, so it will be called as what? Diameter. Right, students? Is it clear? Is it clear? Please write it down in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Next topic is radius. Next topic is radius. Okay. Now, what is a radius? Radius, look at here. Another example of radius is this one. This is a circle, right? Just suppose this is a circle. And this is what? What is this? Center of the circle. What is it? This is a center of the circle. If a line segment, okay, if you have any line segment that joins center of the circle to any point of the circle, okay, center of the circle को किसी एक point से, only one point, not 2 points, only one point of the circle if it is joining, so this is called basically what? This is called radius. Okay, it will be called as radius. Okay, so how will you explain radius? A line segment, okay, a line segment joining, sorry, joining center of the circle to its any point, किसी भी एक point से join करे, only one point, so it is called a radius. So what it will be called as? It will be called as radius. क्या कहलाएगा वो आपके पास? Radius. Line segment है, it is joining center of the circle to any point, so this is called a radius. Okay, what it will be called as? It is called a radius. Next is arc. Okay, how will we define arc? Arc is basically, just a minute, Arc is defined as a subset of a circle is called what? Is called an arc. Okay, circle का subset हो. Subset means smaller portion. Okay, so this is basically arc. Okay, this is arc, this is an arc, this is an arc. अगर आप इसको पूरा बना देंगे तो it will make a circle. ठीक है, तो circle का कुछ भी smaller portion, the smaller portion of the circle is called as subset of a circle. This subset of a circle is called an arc. Okay, it is usually denoted by a symbol like this. इस तरह का एक सिंबल बनाते हैं आर्क का. So it is denoted by a symbol which is like this. So this is called arc. So arc is the subset of a circle. Right? Clear? Now, next is semicircle. What will be a semicircle? What will be a semicircle? Can anyone explain it? How will you define semicircle? Students, where are you? Not a half of a circle, bete. Not a half of the circle. You can say that half of a circle is a semicircle, but how will you define it? Now look at here. If your arc, okay, this is an arc, right? This is an arc, okay. Yes, on Sheikh, rejoin the class. Just a minute, students. I don't know where is on Sheikh. Okay, now if your arc's endpoint, agar ye arc ke endpoints ho, okay, and if you will join it, and if this line segment becomes a diameter, so it is called a semicircle. As you can see, this is not a semicircle. Okay, so this is not a semicircle because it is not the diameter. So just suppose if you talk about this one, okay, this is another arc. Okay, this is an arc. Okay, the endpoints of this arc are this one. Okay, if you will join this line with the line segment, so as you can see, it will become the diameter. It will become a diameter because ये center point आपके पास मौजूद है. So it will become some diameter. So this arc is now called as a semicircle. This arc is now called as a semicircle, right? Now, how will you explain it? How will you define it, semicircle? Now, look at here. If the line segment, if you have any line segment, okay, if the line segment joining what? किसको join कर रही है? The end points. End points. End points of what? End points of an arc. End points of an arc. Arc के end points को join करे is a diameter. So that line segment, if that line segment is a diameter, so then we will say that the arc is what? Arc is semi-circle. Arc will be a semi-circle. Clear? Is it clear, students? Please tell me, is it clear? Please tell me, is it clear? Okay, the most important thing that you have to know that this one, these 2 points are very important. Okay, these 2 points are very important. What? Number one, union. Union means किसी चीज को unite करना. Okay, union of two semi circles is a circle. कि अगर आप किसी दो सेमी सर्कल्स को ज्वाइन कर लें, ये एक सेमी सर्कल है और इसके साथ एक और सेमी सर्कल ज्वाइन कर लें, सो व्हाट इट विल बिकम अ सर्कल. What it will become? It will become a circle. So union mean unite करना. तो two semi circles को unite करेंगे, so it will become a semicircle, right? It will become a semicircle. This is important. Another important point is intersection. This is very important. Intersection of two semicircles are two end points. Clear? अब इसी सेमी सर्कल को आप सेपरेट कर दीजिए. सो व्हाट यू विल गेट टू एंड पॉइंट्स. ये एंड पॉइंट है, ये एंड पॉइंट है, ये एंड पॉइंट है, तो यू विल गेट एंड पॉइंट्स. इनको यूनाइट कर देंगे तो इट विल बिकम अ सर्कल. इनको अलग कर देंगे सो इट विल बी ओनली टू एंड पॉइंट्स. सो दीज पॉइंट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड यू हैव टू मेमोराइज इट. ओके, now student, please tell me, should we move on to the next topic? Should we move on to the next topic? I'm going to start another topic. Is it clear? Okay, now move on to the next chapter. Another chapter is this one, chapter 1, sets. Now I'm going to explain some important topics from chapter sets. Okay, the first most important topic from chapter set is subsets and supersets. Okay, subsets and supersets. Now before that, consider this example. Just suppose you have set A which is equals to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, another example, set B which is equals to 1, 2, 3. So in this case, as you can see that all the elements of set B, are present in set A. Okay, कौन से elements है 1, 2, 3 also present in set A, but A has at least one extra element. Okay, so in this case, what you will say that B is the subset. B is the subset of A का subset A, and A is the superset of B. A is the superset of B. Now, how will you write it down? You will write it down in this way. Okay, A. Okay, A is what? A is the subset or superset? A is a superset, na? So you will use this symbol. Okay, you will use this symbol. Subset के लिए या तो ये वाला symbol use होगा या ये वाला. When you will use this one and when you will use this one, the elements which are present on this side. Okay, mouth open है इसका, so A is the superset, so we will write A here, and B is the subset, the mouth closed है, so you will write B here. So now how will you read it? A is the superset. मुंह खुला हुआ है ना यहाँ पे, mouth is open here. A is the superset of B and B is the subset of A because mouth is closed here. Okay, understand? So you will write it down here. A is the superset of B. Now another example, if set N is equals to A, B, C and set M is equals to A, B, C. So which one is subset and which one is superset? Both are subset, both are same na? So in this case you will say that both of them are subset to each other as well as they are superset, because for subset and superset we have a definition. Every element of set A is present in set B, and every element of set B is present in set B. So we will say that this is a subset. Okay. Now this is basically a proper subset. This is basically a proper subset. Okay, now look at here. Here in this case you will say that N is the subset. N is the subset of M. N जो है वो M का क्या है? Subset है. Similarly, you will say that M is the subset of what? N. ठीक है? If we talk about this one, so N is the subset and M is the superset. Here M is the subset and N is superset, because all the elements are same. So at the same time they are subset and they are superset to each other as well. But as you can see, elements are same here. Okay, you can see elements are same here. So you will make the sign of equality here, just behind them. Okay, so it represents the elements are same. Okay, we are not going to make line here because the elements are not same. Okay, one element is different now, so they are not same. That's why you will not make the elements here, right? Now next is equality of sets. Equality of sets. Okay, sets कब equal कहलाएंगे? When all the elements are same. Just suppose set A has 1, 2, 3, 4, and set B is also 1, 2, 3, 4. So this type of set, you will say that although they are subset and superset as well, but they are also equal sets. They are also equal sets. So you will write that A is equals to B. Means the elements of set A and set B are equal. Okay, the elements of set A and set B are equal, right? So A and B are equal elements. Okay. Next, I'm going to explain is one-to-one correspondence. Now, what is one-to-one correspondence? What is one-to-one correspondence? Anyone know about it? Now, look at here. Just suppose you have set A, which is equals to A, B, C. Okay, and set B, which is equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay, all the elements are different, but we will say that these are one-to-one correspondence because you can make a pair of them. कैसे? A का 1, B with 2 and C with 3. So they are one-to-one correspondence to each other. Okay, they are called one-to-one correspondence to each other. Now the next is equivalent sets. Okay, next is equivalent sets. Now what are equivalent sets? Those sets in which you can establish one-to-one correspondence. Okay, just suppose you have set A, which is equals to x, y, z, and B is equals to 4, 5, 6. Can you establish one-to-one correspondence here? You can establish one-to-one correspondence here. This one, just one with this one, this with this one, this with this one. So you can establish one-to-one correspondence here. So you will say that these are equivalent sets. These are equivalent sets. Okay, these are not equal sets. Equality is different thing. In equality, all the elements should be same. Elements should be same. Here you can see different elements are here. Here you have x, y, z and 4, 5, 6. But for equivalent sets you should have one-to-one correspondence. If one-to-one correspondence can be established between same, so you will say that it is an equivalent set, right? Another example I'm going to give you. Set P is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and set Q is equals to 1 and 2. Can you establish one-to-one correspondence here? No. Okay, you can make the pair of this one, you can make the pair of this one. But for 3, you know, do not have any pair, and for 4, you don't have any pair. So you will say that these are not equivalent sets. Okay, these are not equivalent sets. Okay. Now, Last two definitions. Next is disjoint sets. Very simple. Disjoint sets. Now, what are disjoint sets? Just suppose you have set A, which is equals to A, B, C, and set B, which is equals to what? X, Y, Z. Okay, set B, which is equals to X, Y, Z. So as you can see, all the elements are different. Elements are different. So this set is not equal set. So you will say that this is a disjoint set. क्या कहलाएगा? You will say that this is a disjoint set. Okay, now my question is from all of you is, everyone, this is a disjoint set, right? We have decided that this is a disjoint. Now please tell me, is this a equivalent set? Is this a equivalent set? क्या ये equivalent set है? Why it is an equivalent set? Very good. Yes, it is an equivalent set. Why it is an equivalent set? Because you can establish a one-to-one correspondence between them. Okay, but does it equal set? Is it a equal set? Equal है? No. Why it is not equal? Because elements are different. Okay, elements are different, so it is not an equal set. This is basically a disjoint set. This is basically a disjoint. No same element, so this is not a say equal set. This is basically a disjoint set. Okay. Now, last one is overlapping sets. Overlapping sets. Okay, overlapping sets. Now, what is overlapping set? Set A is equals to A, B, C, D. Okay, and set B is equals to B, C, D, E, F. Okay, what you can see here. So number one, we will decide what are the same element. What are the same element between two sets? B, C, and D. Okay, B, C, D are the same element, right? But what are the different elements that are present in set A? A. I'm talking about set A. In set A, the different element is only A, while in set B, the different elements are E and F. Okay, in set A, the same different element is A, and set B, different element is E and F. So if a set that has some same elements, okay, they have some same elements, also they have at least non-common member. Okay, okay, they have at least different elements in both the subsets, both the sets. यहाँ पर one, this is different, here you have E and F are different. Okay, so this is called the overlapping sets. This is called overlapping sets. Okay, so some are elements, some are same, and some should be different in both the sets. इसमें भी different होना चाहिए, इसमें भी different होना चाहिए. So it will be the overlapping set. Clear it? Student, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Next, I'm going to mark some important definitions in the book. So everyone, please open your book. This is chapter sets. Chapter sets, page number 3. Page number 3. Page number 3. I'm going to tell you some important definitions. Page number 3. Yeah. Number 1 is this one. Set is a collection of well-defined distinct objects. What is a set? It is a collection. Okay, it is a collection of well defined and distinct objects. Just suppose this, you can see A, B, C. So this is a set. Okay, now this is what is it? Hmm? Notation of the set. This is notation of the set. Okay, now move on to next page. This is again important one, page number 5. Number 1, this chart is very important because here you will learn about set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers, set of integers, set of even numbers, odd numbers. So you should know natural numbers always started from 1, whole numbers always start from 0. Integers contains whole numbers, natural numbers and negative numbers. Even numbers that start from 2, 4, 6, that can be divided by 2. Odd numbers that cannot be divisible by 2, 1, 3, 5. Negative integers that contains only negative number. Okay, prime numbers 2, 3, that set of divisor contains 2 members. Set of divisors will have only 2 members, so that will be prime number. Composite numbers that have more than 2 divisors. So ये remember की learn कीजिएगा. Next is types of sets. Okay, now this is very important. Finite set. What is a finite set? This is important. A set having finite numbers of elements is called a finite set. All the members of a finite set can be counted. Okay, means how you will say that, as you can see, set A has A, B, C, D. So how many elements are there? 4 elements. You can easily count them. There are 4 elements. Here you can count them. All the elements here are obviously 100. 100 तक है dot 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 से, but it is ending at 100. So you can count the number of elements. Okay, you can count the number of the elements. So you will say that this is a finite set. Okay. Next is infinite set. What is an infinite set? A set having infinite number of elements. Means you cannot find or you cannot count the number of elements in an infinite set. Just suppose here the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. You don't know where the sequence is ended. Where is the end point of this set? So you cannot count the members. So if you cannot count the members of the elements, it is an infinite set, right? Clear, students? Is it clear? Next is this one, which is empty set. Okay, a set which contains no element. A set which contains no element. So that is called an empty set or a null set. या आप उसको empty के लीजिए, either empty or you can say a null set. Now here you have an example which is set of birds having 4 legs. Okay, you have to make the set of birds that have 4 legs. So do you know, is there any bird that has 4 legs? कोई bird, कोई परिंदा that has 4 legs? No, there is no bird like that. So what you will do, you will make an empty set. Okay, empty sets can be denoted, can be write it down in this one. And empty set is denoted by this symbol and this symbol. I am going to write it down. या तो आप ये लिख दीजिए और, okay, या तो ये या फिर ये. Okay, if you are writing it like this, so this is completely wrong. This is completely wrong, right? Either in this way or in this way, right? And that is nothing is written within the braces. Okay, is it clear? Okay, one thing I'm going to tell you, whenever you are going to write any set, everyone please listen. Now this is very important. Whenever you are going to write a set, so it is must be enclosed in curly brackets. It must be. I have explained it very clearly in the physical classes, but I'm going to tell you again. If you are going to write a set, so it must be in curly brackets. It must be in curly brackets. Okay, if you are writing round brackets, if you are making square brackets, so wrong. Okay, it must be inside the curly brackets. So this is called the notation, capital letter, and inside the elements usually are with small letters. Okay, enclosed in a curly bracket. So this will be a set. Just suppose I'm going to ask you, what is the set of divisors of 4. Okay, means you have to write down the those number that can be divided by, that can divide 4. Okay, that can divide 4. So 4 can be divided by 1, 2, and 4 itself. So do you think this is a set? No. What set, what you required? Curly bracket. So if you will make curly bracket here, so it will become a set. Okay, and then you will get marks. But if you will not make curly bracket, so you will not get any mark. Whenever, when you have to make it, when you have required the, when the requirement is a set. If just I'm going to ask you divisors of 4, so simply you will write 1, 2, and 4. If just I'm going to ask divisors of 4, but if I'm going to ask you to make the set, so you should enclose it inside the brackets, right? Is it clear, students? Is it clear? Okay. The thing which I have explained it, just listen. Time is about to over now. The thing that I have explained, you have to mark the definitions. I have already marked it in your books, but you have to mark the definition of this one, that is subset and superset, proper set, improper set. Okay. On page number 8, you have the definition of improper subset, equality of sets. Okay. Then you have what, one to one correspondence. Okay, next page you have the definition of equivalent sets, right? Equivalent sets. On the next page, that is page number 10, you have the definition of disjoint sets and overlapping sets, right? Similarly, if you will open chapter number 13, so here you have all the definitions that obviously marked in your books, that is circle, center, chord, diameter, radius. And in next page you have what, arc and semicircles.